I have to find something that's going to allow me to have 6 people. Or 8. Is it 8? 6? Wait. Ruble, Commando, Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is getting better.
Holy shit. Yes,
Mineral.
Kinderly,
yeah, 6. 6 people.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Kinderly. Miss Kinderly.
7. We always
forget. Alright, hold on. Let me do that. Do that list again.
Hey there, guys. Mass Bandit here, and we're back! This is episode number 32 of Planet Brocoaster, and I am joined with my bro, N7.
Wait, you're excited to be back?
I fake it really good.
No, we're both excited to be back.
No! I'm glad to be
very
back.
Excited.
No, it is. It's been a restful several months, except it hasn't been at all. But it's been nice to be away from...
Yes, I'm still in Montana.
Nice.
Because that didn't work out.
I am sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm still in Texas because
education.
Because education. Still teaching. Still demon spawning. Still all that stuff.
You're not having another, are you?
Oh yeah, no. I realize demon spawning implies we're creating.
Right.
No. No, that's not happening.
That's an emphatic no there.
It's only been maybe a couple weeks, 2 weeks since we started reworking it, and by we I mean Mineral.
Basically Mineral, yeah. I got some.
I dabbled, and we dabbled a bit, but it's been Mineral, and then that's about it. So,
but the biggest thing is
all
we
the bros
launched Bronation.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I've mentioned it in a couple videos of mine. We've tweeted it out, but this is the first Brocoaster video where we have Bronation.
Yeah.
Woo! So, of course, on all the Brocoaster videos, I'd assume, we'll have a link to the Bronation Discord. And it is, I'd say, thriving. I'm really enjoying it. It's a cool place to come hang out, show your creations.
Yeah, how many members are we at? Hold on, let me check.
We're well over 200.
Actually, you should check, because I'm recording.
If I knew how to do that. We are at... Oh!
Did we crack 300?
Guess. No.
281.
You're so close. If this was Price is Right, you'd probably win. 289.
Wow. Damn.
Wow.
We're 11 away from 300.
If you're not one of those 289, what are you waiting for?
All right, NoNameLandia. Let's get to it.
NoNameLandia. Let's get in.
Kaboom. I think we got about 5 episodes left.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we'll have both completed a park.
That's amazing.
Like, I've never completed
and
a
I
park.
never want to complete one again.
So we are in the park, and you have a plan of action here. So I'm tagging along for the ride today. What's your jam here?
So I wanted to kind of reorient you guys with NoNameLandia, because there have been a lot of changes, and we just kind of want to go back through the areas and show what our design process was. And
the last time we did this was during the Christmas live stream where half the park was missing.
Yes,
so.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially since poor Kinderly's episode got crushed by your machine.
Well, okay, yeah, it did. We do need to re-record it. Quick recap on what happened. I transferred over to Windows 10 because my computer was being all kinds of shut up.
Holy fuck. No. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Some weird color thing just happened.
Oh.
And then it fixed itself.
I'm just gonna have to restart that whole thing over again, because that ain't gonna be a clean cut. All right.
Go ahead.
So quick I switched over to Windows 10 because my computer was being a little crazy. Through a process of elimination, I realized that my solid state drive was actually corrupted. And then further upon that, I learned that my CPU, it has a bit of a defect or something like that. Or I could have heard it when I was...
effing around.
Yeah, when I was recording these episodes, and the whole thing was blue screen of deathing on me. So
and just randomly shutting down on you.
Yeah, I may have heat cured one of the cores on my machine.
Awesome.
So that was the problem with the rendering. It was always overusing the CPU, and that would cause a Windows shutdown. So as far as I know, we have a solution, and that is to actually turn off half the CPU whenever I do anything.
Poor Mike's computer's running on 50% power.
And it still runs this park better than you. You didn't like that.
No, I was trying to think of a snappy comeback, and I just had a...
I was expecting like a snappy comeback, and it was like, oh shit!
I didn't have one.
Did I go too far? Are we in cacao territory?
You know what it is? It's just I wanted a new computer so bad,
and that didn't happen.
But apparently, I also wanted a new car payment or a new car repair and a new dishwasher and a cast for my son and all this other crap, who now has a rash because he can't stay healthy to save his life. So there's my recap. Everybody's dying in my house.
Oh, anyway, here's a sign. We have a sign now.
The entrance sign?
Yeah.
Yay, look at that.
Established in 1961. Is that part of the lore?
I don't know. I don't know. I just
You're
guessed.
the one who has the lore.
I didn't have the lore pulled up, so I was guessing on the lore. That may change.
Well, this is an awesome sign.
Can I just put established whenever? Yeah, so this is a new technique of sign making brought to my attention by when Wings and Strings was with us, and it's all ovals. That font is all oval pieces.
Oh my gosh.
And you very carefully tilt them to like a pixel or two underneath the surface, and then you can get straight edges and tiny pieces that you can manipulate, and that's how I was able to get this font.
You have turned to the dark
it's
side.
400. Oh, it's 459 pieces for this.
Oh, that's too many. Delete. I'm kidding. It's like, what the hell are these decorative bits?
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm going to keep pushing just so I can have a sign out, because we need a sign.
We do need a sign.
I figured that would be a good thing to have when we came back here as an official sign.
Yeah.
But it'll be tweaked and improved upon. NoNameLandia, it's an oasis of fun.
That's good. No, that's good. Hey, we changed our sign. It's now the 2018 season. Because we didn't finish this park in a year.
Holy cow. We started in 2016, to be fair. Isn't that insane?
I thought we would have this done in a year. We did not. But the entrance area, hasn't changed a lot. I mean, this is the same as it ever was with was it Oh My God So Great?
Yeah, like episode 5, and then Ryan came in and dressed it up a bit.
Yeah, so it's just still
we've got this fence to nowhere. Yeah, we've got a gate to nowhere here by the will call that I don't understand, but okay.
That gate is actually supposed to be, and this was actually fixed before one of our problems with the park. I actually had this. I had this all connected
I remember.
up.
There was a whole You're right. There was a whole backstage area, so you'll have to do that.
Yeah,
again.
I will.
Yeah.
And the other, when we step through the gates, the other area that we haven't quite, we haven't really done anything with this open area here by the Emporium, and it's like it's weirdly not finished.
The open area?
Yeah. When you come through the gates and you see this, like all of our tree wells don't have any curbs, and like everything is just kind of open. There's holes in the paths.
Oh yeah, look at.
I need to spend some time here and like fix this up.
I feel like we should be taking notes.
This is kind of our like laundry list of things to do. Let's head towards the Boulder Creek area.
All right, because that's the next oldest area, isn't it?
Yeah. So this was the Ryan special.
How much have you jacked with this queue?
With the Boulder Creek one?
Yes.
I like where it is now. It extended it like a little bit, but it's there.
That's a lot of queue, bruh.
There is. I mean, it's one of the most exciting rides at the park because the peeps love it.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. I do need to fix this little back area with the wall and everything because I did jank that up.
Oh yeah.
But
this backstage.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
This backstage area here, in between the flume and the balloons and all the shops.
It's a mineral special. You see, you got the little trailer and stuff. He's starting to tackle it already.
Oh, look at this guy.
So we'll head into his area in a second, but
we should save that for last.
I wanted to show you in particular because you've been so cruel. Hey, take a look at this turnaround in the log flume on the way back next to the swinger.
Oh, look at that. It doesn't look like shit anymore.
Yay!
Yay.
I did a thing.
We've
finally.
got a log flume. Sorry.
Yeah, and the suspended also has all of its supports in. Kinderly, we came to a compromise that worked.
How many thousands?
Each one I think is about 100 pieces. So each one of these vertical supports, 114.
And he only did a few turnarounds.
Yes, we kept
question
as many
here.
of the supports we could.
Question for you, Waterman.
Sure.
There's this drainage trough that dumps into the flume.
Yes.
What?
What?
Well, isn't that untreated? I guess untreated water would then become treated water. Is that kosher?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I see the little tank.
I mean, it's what happens when anything rains in a theme park.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. It never rains in Disney.
Yeah, there's
only when they want it to.
There's no walls separating the treated water from the untreated water.
Did you build the pipes or did Ryan, the blue pipes?
I built the pipes.
Oh, and you built this tank here?
I did. Well, I stole the tank. I thought I was copying the tank, but I actually ripped the tank out from the rapid.
But, that's why you told me I needed to rebuild it.
Yeah, because it's missing. You'll see it over there. But this needs to get finished up, but it's a lot closer than where it was.
Yeah, I like it, and I actually enjoy that little extra dip there now.
Yeah,
because was that there originally, or did Ryan have that in there?
It was not.
Okay, so it meandered, and then there was only that one drop.
Yeah, I believe it meandered, and then it turned around and it went up the lift like that.
Okay,
I can't remember
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look as jank now.
Yay!
Nice.
It's not as jank. So let's head towards Park Street.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe anything has changed in here, but
not for a long while. Like, I'm really proud that the Hop Stop Monkey Bakery combo never really got touched.
Not really, no.
You just made the patio better.
Made the patio a little bit better because I'm better than you. So. But one of my original ideas, and I never got to actually see this through, was I was going to take this backstage area where we currently have trees now and foliage. I was going to connect it and make it like a little food truck alley, and it never really panned out. Never really worked out. I had to scrap it.
I like what we have better.
Yeah, we still need to fix the Street Fox coffee shop because it's still kind of jank.
I don't think. I think it's fine.
We can actually put windows in because we can do gems as windows now.
Oh, God. Wait a minute.
What?
I thought you're some sort of part czar now.
I was a part czar, but that's true.
You're going to waste hundreds of parts on a
At the very least, we could get the freaking windows from the Back to the Future set or something.
We'll see.
You like it just being open and having the wind like knock all your cups over?
Mm-hmm.
All right, wonderful.
Isn't that what you experience when you go to Starbucks?
Oh, yeah. They have the windows wide open, especially in the middle of winter.
Yes, especially in Montana.
I don't think Peregrine has changed at all.
Since Kinderly changed it completely? No.
Yeah. Well,
the sign?
No, I don't think the sign.
I put lights on the sign. I think I put lights on the sign.
Ooh, did you? All right, let's see what they look like.
I did.
Let's see if they're any good.
Shit.
No,
No.
you shouldn't tell me. Hey, that actually looks pretty good.
Hey, you can see the sign. I thought that's what was important.
That is very important. Good job.
You can read it.
You did a thing.
I did a thing.
And you should feel very proud.
I'm not sure if this ever got brought up in the video, but in Wing's episode, but the No Name gift shop, he tweaked his font just a little bit to make it a little clearer to read.
Oh, yeah, he made it much clearer to read, actually, because it's not so, scratchy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I actually like it. I thought that was I think it still has the same basic font, so.
Yeah, we're going to try and remember everything that Wings did, but forgive us if we miss something.
Forget a bunch.
Yeah. And this kind of marks the back of the park. We've got a parking lot that kind of works. It looks like it works. We also have some fence prototypes over here.
Fence prototypes.
We haven't quite figured out what our wall is going to be.
Oh, yeah, around the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The car ride hasn't changed much. I think we pretty much went over that ad nauseum.
Oh, yeah, we went over that in great detail because you were very proud of it.
Oh, yeah. I was very proud of finishing it for sure.
Turtle Star.
Turtle Star, that hasn't changed much. Still love it.
Nah.
It's still boring.
Yep.
Also,
Our backstage area.
yeah, I also like it because the fence is now kind of like blocking the vista, and it looks pretty backstagey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad. It's not cool. It's sad, but...
And this was something I was talking to Mineral about. Like, we come up with these jank ideas because it brings shame to the park.
Shame. Shame.
And shame is
Shame
is an important
shame.
like shame is an important
That's
element.
a terrible word choice.
Shame?
I don't think it's shame.
Oh, I think it's absolutely shame. So when a park has like a brand new addition and they got this cool concept art and then you see it in person and it hasn't quite played out, I would consider that to be shameful. Budget has caused shame, and that's what we want to bring to NoNameLandia. And you'll see it
I
in
love
Southside.
it though because it's so clear, and they didn't even do a good that fence didn't even do a good job of hiding the backstage area.
Yeah.
Like looking at Turtle Star here by
Yeah.
the pip shot,
Yeah.
like you can see the roofs of every one of those buildings and the lights.
It's
and
so
God.
It's so jank.
But that makes sense though because this would have been brand new building, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they would have
Because of the firestorm.
Firestorm, and they would have had to work around the backstage area that was already there.
Yeah.
So Firestorm has the station is intact for now. I haven't started working on it yet, but we have started actually putting Firestorm back together. It's got a complete queue now, which is good.
This queue is meandery as balls.
Yeah, so here was my thought process behind this. Basically, I only have 2 spots that are level and big enough to handle a switch cattle pen, basically. And so I've had to meander the path out there and meander the path back. So that's why it's so meandery.
Defend yourself with this red behemoth
I
of a
love
cover.
I love this red behemoth of a cover.
I hate it.
I love that you hate it, actually. I want to keep it
do
just
not
for that.
like it.
I love it.
Ugh.
So here
Call
was
it
my
John's
thought.
Bane.
So you actually came up with this. We were going to say that this shed here is actually original to whatever was here before, which we haven't quite figured out in the
first one.
history.
The first one. The nice one.
Yeah.
The silver
the nice one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I tried pulling some of those details when doing the rapid stuff. Mm-hmm. And, that whole national park area.
So those areas matched up quite well. And then, as we built the new Firestorm station and everything, it took cues from this structure. And because, budgets get tighter, this little covered area took some design cues, but also tried to add in more of that red steel that you're going to see a lot more of. Because it's not completely blended in yet. But there's going to be a lot more of this garish red color in this design. I want you to hate it.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Smoke Jumpers also moved into this spot. I think we had already moved it, but it hadn't quite been put together yet.
Yeah, I was watching one of our more recent videos, and I caught it because I wanted to refresh what had we talked about already, so I don't try to repeat too terribly much. I missed all the detail you had put into this already with the little cubby and all that.
Yeah. Well, I stole
had
that.
no idea
I think I
any of that was
stole
there.
that from somebody else, but yeah.
Well, but it wasn't there. It was just a ride on the ground, and it actually is starting to look like a ride now.
Yay! Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, originally it was pretty well budgeted in the area it was going to be in. So I'm trying to scale that back too. I'm trying to bring shame to this ride as well.
Every time you say shame, you have to absolutely.
Shame. Shame.
Well, all right. So I'm going to back up and show you like where we've been already. So this
Yeah,
is
because we've realized the reason we're doing this, taking the time, is we've realized we don't have. I don't think we've ever shown overviews.
No, I don't think we ever have. So we started in this area, and you can see if I zoom way back and you lose all the shadows, this park is very oddly shaped. Like the entrance is way off.
It's so amoeba-esque.
It really is, but I kind of love it for that. It's quite ugly from the air.
It is the absolute definition of like organic growth, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, well, how are we going to connect this place to this place? I don't know.
So this is basically the original park, from Boulder Creek to Viper to Park Street, and then Fudgelandia, and Chuchuopolis, of course, too, because that was original to the park.
You're talking history-wise, not what we actually built.
Right. We're talking
Story-wise.
about how this park would have actually developed.
Right. Yeah, and that looks a little bit better. There's like a loop, kind of, with maybe some smaller intersections. Like, that makes sense.
Right.
And then there's everything else.
And then, as we added over here, Firestorm's area would have been like the edge of the park, and then it would have looped back to Fudgelandia. But we also have this this kind of frontier area with the rapids and Frontier Town, which got pushed way back here.
It really did. It used to be where the wooden coaster was.
It used to be, yeah.
We just kept pushing it off. Next thing you know, it's going to be out of the park.
Well, the idea with that was, let's just zoom in there. I wanted the theater usually kind of centralizes a lot of these sort of older areas. So I wanted what we're calling now the Willow Tree Theater to kind of be the basis for Frontier Town. It was like another attraction in that area. So
I'm still not sold on the way all this is laid out. Are we going to go into this in more detail? Or
what's that?
Are we going to look at Fudgelandia and then come back here? Because I got some opinions on this, too, that you won't listen to.
Sure, let's go to Fudgelandia.
All right.
So this was originally Kinderly's baby.
It still is.
I mean, it still is. He's done a great job putting it back together, but where he put it was where we have Chuchuopolis, which is a terrible name.
But that's why it's so great.
But it was wrong, so I had to put it in the right area, and this is where it is now.
And I love all the fudge shops.
Yeah, we still have all the fudge shops. Although we did lose
fudge.
one fudge shop so that it could be a janky bathroom.
That's right.
Yeah.
But God, that bathroom is jank.
It's so jank.
I love it. We talked about it in a previous episode. I love it.
So shameful.
Shame.
This is where the Midway games originated. Before Rubble became
welcome,
too much
bitches.
of a freaking celebrity.
Yeah. He did it all for us.
We were the originals. Don't you forget. Never forget.
Yeah, these are I mean, you I don't think I've seen a realistic build in Planet Coaster that doesn't use these.
Yeah.
They've become that synonymous with the style, and rightfully so, because they are fantastic.
Yeah, and we saw in like Ebony Wood where people actually like translated themed midways, which were really cool.
Those were awesome.
Yeah. So are you saying get rid of the coaster?
No, I don't want to reposition anything again.
So laziness.
We've repositioned this area so much.
Yeah, but if you don't like it, then we have to change it. I'm not super
Why?
sold on the
My
grasshopper
opinions
anymore
don't matter,
either.
remember? What's the grasshopper?
This little Woody coaster.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not. And Kinderly's gonna freaking kill me.
Yeah, he spent lots of time on that, dude.
I know, but I don't really love it anymore.
I don't love where it is. I love it, but I don't love where it is.
Where the hell am I gonna put it? We designed it for this little island here.
On the moon.
We have 0 room left. We cannot move anything else.
We can rearrange all these pieces and move the theater again.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's.
I don't.
I don't think you do though.
I don't.
It makes more sense when you're at ground level, and also you gotta imagine that this isn't actually filled in or anything like that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm willing to let it ride for a while longer, but
so because we've confused.
Don't get it.
Oh my god, what don't you get?
Like, just it's so just there's a train station back here. There should be an easy way to get to and fro, and there isn't.
So how many times in a theme park have you tried to find the transport and been like, where the hell is the station?
To be fair, I've never ridden transport at parks.
All right.
The one in Disney's pretty easy to find.
Of course it is, because it was master planned that way. We're keeping it as is, all right?
Okay, I've been vetoed again.
Well, because you don't have a good solution for the problem.
I don't. That's why I suck at critique. This is bad, and you should feel bad. Shame, shame, shame.
What you should feel good about is how awesome this new station is for the Rapids.
Oh, we're headed there now.
I gave up personally on the wraparound.
And then he told me to give up, yeah.
The round table, because here's the problem with Planet Coaster stations, because they've got these freaking block of railing that you can't do anything with. You can't get rid of it. You just have to deal with it. And so if it is exactly half of your radius of your station, it's really hard to weave a path in there that doesn't look all janked up. So we decided to go with a straight station and just kind of clean it up that way. Now that it's
in, I do like it. Now that it's in, I do like it. So yeah, I built the station here. It's still a work in progress. I was trying to clutter it up, and then I realized there's not enough things that I want to use to clutter it up. So I'm going to do some signs along it and stuff, and try and get kind of tongue-in-cheeky about it as well, with some funny signs about water or swimming or something like that.
But I like what you've done. I mean, you've kind of...
Thanks.
It's all very gray, which would make sense because it's old wood. I really like the fact that this the area over the actual ride is slatted. I like that a lot.
Good.
And yeah, I think you did well with what you were given, because you were just
I don't
given
know
it.
what... Yeah, the exit, I don't know what to do with this huge pad of concrete.
Which pad of concrete? Oh, this thing? Oh,
I can't look at your computer.
Oh, just
I don't know.
I would just break it up by fences and probably put like little life preserver shacks or something.
Okay.
Like a utility shack or something like that.
Now, one of the things I saw Nemi do is he had like a crane to put the boats on and off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like storage area for them. So we might want to give him a ringy dingy and see what he can help us with. Like, not just from like pick his brain a bit.
We'd have to figure out. We'd have to have this like this road would have to be bigger. This little path, so we could actually get a vehicle back here to take the rafts
I see
away.
What you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you need a ton of people to carry him.
Exactly. This is the design process, guys. This is exactly what we deal with.
So what's in the back of a Wings truck over here? Is it still pumpkins?
Still pumpkins. Still pumpkins.
Still pumpkins. All right, we love pumpkins.
All right, delete. We'll
right,
probably
no
put flowers
pumpkins.
in there for spring or something like that.
Oh, I thought eggs.
Do we have eggs?
Mm-mm.
All right, wonderful.
We'll use baubles.
Useful as always. So yeah, this is kind of your baby. So why don't you talk about it?
No, it's not. I didn't do anything here.
Choo-Choopolis is definitely your baby.
Oh, that's right. The restrooms were mine. They didn't used to be in Choo-Choopolis, but now they are.
Trains and Games is yours.
Trains, that was the first time I referenced the architecture of... No, it wasn't. The train station was the first time I referenced model architecture.
Yep.
And that kind of has spawned this whole new thing I've been really into recently.
Super into.
Yeah, it really helps a lot to find pictures of model railroad or sets to build your stuff with, because they're perfect for theme parks. So, yeah, and I do enjoy the station, the grandness of it, and yet it looks kind of old. I like that. I think it's smart. And then your garden here with all the wings and strings stuff.
Yep, it's a little outdoor.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
love this
Which
area.
still isn't finished. I still don't have everything fenced off.
That's insane, but I can't get over these custom engines.
They're so good.
You would think they were with the base game. It's insane.
Yeah, he's
and then our little setting here, our little sitting station area that now says South Side. It does not say What did it used to say?
Crapsville?
Sparseville.
Yeah.
Sparseville.
That's right.
Doesn't say that anymore. And I think Wings and Strings, I don't know if he showed this, he actually gussied up my penny press a bit.
Oh,
he
yeah,
gave
yeah,
it
yeah.
a proper wheel.
Proper
to
wheel,
turn.
yeah.
A right proper wheel, yes.
Which is, I think, just an iron ring and one of those mount pieces.
Mm-hmm. I thoroughly underestimate those mount pieces. Those are pretty cool.
Another thing that we lost in the Wings episode was this Howe bridge that he built for us, which is just freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, it got some cinematic love in the thing I was able to stitch together, but
and the cool thing that he kind of gave for us is that this was originally the boundary of the park, and so that's why it's a little more built up, and that's why this bridge is a little more old. Because this used to be the path that you would get to backstage. But as the park expanded, we moved into
Southside, the rundown fun town.
The rundown fun town, and it has gotten a little jankier these days.
It's getting jankier by the day.
We have so many ideas to jank this place up. It's awesome.
I didn't think Ruble would be I didn't think Mineral would be as good at this as he is when it comes to making things look just like, oh god.
He is really freaking good at it. It's kind of scary. We've got a danger conveyor sign, which I love.
I love how that's awesome.
It's so in your face. And he was originally like, I have this less, in your face design, and we were like, no.
We need the in your face stupid design. Give it to us now.
Because the idea of this whole area is that the kickflip that was here, and what we're calling the South Side Swinger that was here, but the Rust Belt Rumble attraction and the Euro were added to make up this whole new area. And so we wanted all the changes that we're making to the existing ones to feel cheap and somewhat in theme, but also we didn't spend a whole lot on it.
Yeah. And I love how Vengeance, now that it's completely blue, the sign makes no sense.
No sense.
None
whatsoever.
It's so now that was supposed to be the only thing that was down here.
Yeah.
And then that's where the Southside Swinger and the Rust Belt Rumble created a little sub theme to go with Vengeance. Yeah.
No, the kickflip. So the Danger Conveyor and the Southside Swinger were the existing rides here.
Okay, and so those two were put there to further develop, because they didn't want them to walk all this way just for the coaster. So they threw a couple flats down and some random crap. Yeah. And then it expanded over time.
And then they decided, this giant themed attempt at trying to take this existing infrastructure and make it this Southside theme.
And it got re-themed, but the coaster didn't.
But Vengeance is still no, still here. Haven't changed.
It was like that. Vengeance is total Cedar Fair quasi-industrial modern. Yeah. And everything else is just red, orange, and rusty.
I freaking love it. It's such a stark contrast. It's like, here is this awesome fuel stop, and then you look over, Vengeance is also here.
And actually, Millennium Force is not too far away from the Pioneer Trail, so it's kind of got that vibe going on, where you walk out of this wooded frontier town to Millennium Force.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I mean, this is what we're talking about with Shame. Just no sense whatsoever to try and tie things together. It's just bringing people in with the least amount of effort.
I love Rust Belt trinkets.
That got moved, he moved it. He dropped it down and he moved it here.
Yeah, that looks so much better because it used to be next to the dog sign.
Yeah,
which is going to be changing. Wings and Strings has a new idea now.
Yeah, he showed us a drawing that he's going to do we're actually going to call it Rickety Cricket, and he has it in the Cuphead style of animation. So I'm excited to see that. That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be really cool.
But then I was telling Mineral, because he was like, what do we do with this area? I'm like, well, nothing. You just put a fake industrial backdrop here and add some benches and call it done. Because that's what they would do.
Yeah. Or even just make this a smoking area and just leave it like this.
Oh, yeah. That should be a smoking area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then the industry building. It just says industry. It's now an arcade. I thought we needed an arcade in this area.
Yes.
It just felt too right with all the weird, crazy noises that are going to be going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
You need the ping, 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 ding, 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 la, 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 la. You need all that stuff to go. So and I think we're going to be pulling some workshop items for the arcade games because
Probably. We don't need to.
there's so many.
the wheel here.
There's so many really good ones. We don't need them.
I love the new covered little bit he has here. So he really kind of worked this. Oh, he fixed this all up. So the kickflip now actually makes sense. Has very simple fencing and yeah, very nicely
Boy,
done.
that
Mineral.
fencing is like one notch from above the stuff you put out for the overflow of a new ride.
Exactly. It's just like it's just welded together.
Oh wow, yeah, this is great.
I love it. I know
We'll have to give him a hearty pat on the back.
Exactly. I know that it's like, why are they fawning over this? This is like episode concrete pad all over again. But I just like jank in these kinds of parks because
it's real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the nice thing is if you turn around, you see that we have a definitive end to the park now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And
look at that work
what an
gate.
end it is.
Oh, man. That is
Can
stark.
you make is that fucking plywood? Can you make a cheaper gate?
It's plywood. Oh, wow.
And it's clear. Like, what's really cool is it's clear. That gate is probably wide enough. That's how they got those train cars in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. We need some more buildings back here to really sell.
Yeah, we're gonna have our bigger backstage area back here. You can see that the graveyard has increased, so he's got his old Rust Belt trinkets building over here. We still have the Cosmic Cow thing over here.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna be put anywhere in the park. Don't worry, I've caught on by now.
We've got Wings' Southside Swinger sign over here. We've got 2 versions of the Danger Conveyor sign.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love our little junkyard. And I'm going to work to try and keep this junkyard theme because I like it, but it definitely needs a little bit of cleaning up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'll trust.
Good.
So the only thing that's new left to show is the RMC area.
Yeah,
Mineral's been doing his thing with that.
Another area where budget was a problem.
Yeah, I like this one so much more.
Yeah.
Like, you like Southside. I think this is both hilarious and sad at the same time.
So
I love this area.
Here we are. This is where the park ended, with this wall next to the balloon ride. And the park said, hey, we need another ride. So let's open up this wall.
They didn't even take it down. They just said, open the gates.
Yep. And here we are. We're inside of... I don't even know what this area is called. It's just like an annex.
It doesn't have an area. It doesn't have a name. It
has no name.
It's just Wayward Sun Lane.
The theme is No Name. This is the NoNameLandia of NoNameLandia.
And I love the juxtaposition of everything. Everything is new build wood, and then you got this random... The hell kind of theme is this refresh zone?
Oh, man. It's terrible. It's terribly awesome.
Like, it doesn't fit at all.
No, it doesn't.
I love it. And the trinket shop still is selling chunks of wood.
Yeah.
Own a piece of... He's on the fence about that, whether or not he should keep the interior.
Oh,
I said he should.
Yeah.
I thought he should. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love how narrow and tight, and let's just cram crap in here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. So funny. But the backstage area has been really started to pick up, hasn't it? That's kind of what we're...
Well, what I wanted to hit on
here.
What I wanted to hit on is how uncomfortably narrow. I think you were talking about that, but when you get off the ride, you're like, "Ooh, this is like no space." Pretty much blocks off.
Like you get forced. Like the best way to get out is to go through the gift shop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what we should put? We should put some really like artificial fences across to make people go into the gift shop.
Force them through the gift shop.
Put some of the curb or the barriers in. Oh my gosh, we should do that to force people. Like, they could totally just not, but most of our people are rule followers, so they go through the gift shop.
And then, now we check out this backstage area. He has done a wonderful job here.
Oh, I missed all of this.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I was talking about behind the refresh zone.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No, this is incredible.
This is awesome. And he's
With
got
the
it tied up with the
stairs?
station. And he's
Oh my
got
God.
Yeah, he's got a lead back from what used to be a gate here. So this used to be a gate to the outside of the park, but now he's got a little staff thingy.
Wow.
Yeah. Mineral
That's
is amazing.
impressive. Yeah, he doesn't suck, does he?
I love that there's rubble. There's just random freaking rubble with a shovel.
Where?
Look towards Viper. So in this little backstage
Whoa.
area.
What is that?
Is rubble.
Leftover dirt from the building. Wow.
I guess, yeah.
That's cool.
And so this was Kinderly's baby. This is another one of Kinderly's awesome coasters. But Mineral has been making this thing pretty damn amazing.
Yeah, it's I like the coaster's Kinderly's, but the concept is Minerals.
Yeah.
I love it. And I want it to be called Carry On Wayward Son so bad.
That's the current name. We haven't quite figured out
Like
what the hell
you
this
somehow got the license to the song or something.
somehow, yeah.
And Minerals also started working on the backstage area on this side, connecting up these long paths and
Yeah, I get the feeling
Finding-
he digs backstage areas.
finding ways to get all this stuff to work and
Yeah.
function, and I love it. More
again,
little stairs.
Just jank. Just look at this fence. It is so jank. I love it. Oh man.
I did. This little trip down memory lane here has been a nice way
Yeah,
to kind of
definitely.
let's get back in here. Let's pound this out. Like you can tell, we've got all of our attractions. There are no new attractions, I don't think,
No, I don't think so.
to be added. There's just details and buttoning up.
Pretty much. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's NoNameLandia,
makes
guys.
sense. There you go.
That's
And so when we come back, I think our next episode will probably have Mineral on because he seems to be just going. He's in a groove. So we're going to let him groove and we'll pick it up slack because it works nice with him being in the UK and us being over here. He can work on it all day and then we can work on it too. So we can get double whammies. So.
exactly. Yeah. And he
Yeah.
just seems like on fire for it. So go.
Yeah, so
go
we're going to
do.
let him just go for it. So
Yeah.
it's exciting though. I feel it. The home stretch, yeah.
We are in the home stretch. I feel like we're about 5 episodes away.
5 to 7 maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're getting
hang
there.
on to your butts. That's NoNameLandia in a nutshell, as Mike just said. So I think we're going to button it up here, and we'll see you guys for the next episode of Planet Brocoaster. Episode 33 will be next, obviously. So
That's
woo,
yeah.
four
Well,
mass-
that's if this episode actually renders. But yeah, we'll get there when we get
fingers crossed, people who might watch this.
there. People on Twitter were like, I think Cleve was saying, yeah, tell us when you're going to render so we can pray for you.
Yeah, right? Ugh. Don't forget to join Bro Nation if you want to come hang out with us and show us your Planet Coaster stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
hang out with a bunch of other really awesome people.
Yeah,
And
and
we'll
Ruby.
see you for the... And Ruby, yeah.
Oh, she's gonna hate me
She's
for
gonna,
that.
she is gonna I don't know what she's gonna do. But she's gonna be mad.
She's gonna be mad.
Anyway, mad. This has been Mass Bandit,
And at 7.
and this is Planet Brocoaster. We'll see you for the next one, guys. Have a good one.
Woo!
Bye bye.
Bye.